wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The 49ers are yards allowed, and they're going up against the Seahawks team that will need to figure out how much he can count on the run. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Romo here on first down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And here's the headshots for the offense. And Carlos Hyde, a talented back,
has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
On 2nd down, here's Romo to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. He's probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
The first carry for the rookie Procise. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Going up top. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Any possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
To throw on second down is Romo. He hits Beasley right side. 11 yards for number 11.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the...
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Right 18.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's fourth down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jack Whiskey Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the offense lining up first and 10.
Go, go. Let's go now.
Now a first down throw. Romo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. To throw is Romo, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bart puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He sets to fire deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, well, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the 50, it's Romo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now Tony Romo on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Romo now to throw, and that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd and short. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Check, check, check. Let's go now.
Romo on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run high, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the 49ers add on to their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson finding time. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and run for it with a power back. Reese. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Second and 10. Romo once more. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Romo. And incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. That's him carry for Hyde. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get up to you.
Trying to get it to Harvin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little better. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's caught. Lock it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now it's Wilson.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Another pistol look here. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 79 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
10 yards to go on third, and on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing is Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Romo. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And McDonald here over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Set. Right 18. Check, check, check.
From the red zone now, Romo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
15 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Ready. Left 35. Check, check, check. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. He's coming. Half.
Throwing on third down. Romo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Quentin Dial, he'll be credited with the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To Prosise. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, again, they go Prosise. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marcel Reese, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And now for the third time, Romo intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Wilson to throw, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about it.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This one complete, right side to McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. It's Romo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
That is caught at the 7. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kelvin Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Throwing is Wilson, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Now a first down throw. Romo. And his pass is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it's a second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Third down, Wilson. Boy, stays up, surveying the field. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. John Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Let's go now. Black 35. Check, check, check.
Romo here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Romo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on 4th and 2. 44 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Romo. And his pass is intercepted for the and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Romo. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had a yard out, and his guys will take over at the 14. Yard line in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. One receiver left, two to the right. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson, and that is incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just put it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Check four.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kelvin Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Hyde. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end. And look at this. It's a fake. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K.J. Wright coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like nowhere to go here? He lost the football. And the Seahawks have threw an opening, and there he goes. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. Offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for him.
You like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?